Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the Kingdom Within podcast. I'm your host, David Forshey, and today is a very special episode. This is an idea that I have been holding on to for quite some time. It's a video that I've been wanting to make ever since I've had the idea of making these spiritual videos. We're going to talk about God, the human condition, faith, and my man, Jesus, all using a simple Rubik's Cube. So, if this kind of stuff interests you, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and help my channel out. If this video gets 3,000 likes, I'll sign and um, mail this very Rubik's Cube to you, to whomever picks in the comments. You gotta like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. uh, I'm just being silly, guys. But really, if this makes sense to you, let me know because this is the first time that I'm doing this. I really think I have something here. So if you would honestly leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I think there's a lot to work off. So, with all that being said and all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Okay. So, the idea here is to imagine God as a perfectly solved Rubik's Cube. Actually, like maybe even one that's like still in the package, not tampered with, brand spanking new Rubik's Cube. Every side is complete. Every color is in its proper place. Nothing is missing and nothing is out of order. But here's the catch. We can only ever see 3 sides to this Rubik's Cube at a time, max. Most people will only see 1 or 2. It depends on the perspective that you're looking at. We start to notice different things about the Rubik's Cube. We start to notice that not only is all one side one color, but it seems to go in some kind of order. There seems to be some kind of structure to it. Like on the other side of a completed white side of a Rubik's Cube, the other side has to be yellow. Same thing with the red. If that's a fully completed Rubik's Cube, then the other side has to be orange. When we talk about faith, most people see it as believing without seeing. But I think that definition falls short. I think that there's was guessing because one white side is white, then the opposite side must be yellow. And that's not because anybody deemed it because that's the way it is. It's real order. Rather, if you realize it or not, if you have access to it or not, you have to know that on the other side is yellow always. And so we go a little bit deeper here because on a Rubik's Cube, the centerpiece never moves. So the centerpiece is always going to be white and yellow, red and orange, blue and green. It's a fixed relationship. No matter how we scramble it, no matter our starting point, faith is trusting that there are fixed truths at the center of our reality, both materialistically and spiritually. As above, so below. As in, so out. Up, down. You got it. Yes, no. Yes, it has to be that way. There has to be an order a structure, and a design. So we can see that in our lives when everything's feeling all mixed up. Our center hasn't changed. That is going to always be there. We can look at ourselves as a reflection of God, right? So now we can see ourselves as a smaller version of that same cube, the same pattern, the same structure. And the difference here is at the beginning, we were aligned. And over time, something happened. We started turning our cube. Maybe it was out of curiosity, maybe it was out of fear, maybe out of necessity. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. But one turn led to another turn. And after a generation of sharing this information, how to turn these different sides, we eventually ended up with something that didn't look like what it was originally at all. Everything looks all mixed up. The key still is that the centers did not change. Those core values, that love, did not change. God's love for us did not change. We're the ones that were turning the wheel. So we live in a world where truth still exists, but our experience is distorted. And that's the human condition. Keep spinning this wheel, keep trying to line it up. Everybody tells us to turn it this way. There's other people trying to tell us turn it that way. Internally, we know that it has to be this way. I mean, we're not broken. We're just misaligned. And it's not our fault. But that's where Jesus enters the picture here. Because he's different. Not because he talked about the cube, but it's because he was fully aligned with it. He didn't turn his cube. He stuck with it. Even during the hard times, he embodied the cube. He revealed what each center actually represents. He showed us how to solve each side of this puzzle. He showed us the path back to alignment. Here's where we historically struggled. We tried to follow his instructions without aligning to his perspective. So we end up doing the right moves the wrong way. But why do we do that? It's because our faith, our understanding of what the structure is still off. Jesus shows us the model, but he doesn't force the solution on us because we're the ones holding the cube. We're the ones making the turn. And real faith, the kind that actually transforms your life, is choosing to trust the structure that Jesus modeled. Trust it enough to realign your moves. Not perfectly, not all at once, but intentionally. You start with what you can see. One side, one layer, one decision at a time. And slowly, something begins to happen. Things start lining back up. And once we've experienced this alignment for ourselves, we begin to recognize this same alignment in other people. It's the same thing we were doing before, but it seems to be a little bit of adjustment. We stop trying to control other people and how they're moving their cube. And we start trying to help them understand the structure, the way back. We start pointing back to Jesus. The goal isn't perfection overnight, it's awareness, it's alignment. And Jesus can for sure know our way back home. So once we've experienced alignment for ourselves, once we see how to rotate this cube back into alignment, we can begin to see it in others. We recognize that we need to stop controlling their cube and start trying to help others understand the structure itself, to understand these center truths and these reference points shown to us by Jesus. The goal isn't perfection. It isn't completing the cube before you die. It's being aware of how to move the pieces back. And the goal isn't to never scramble these up again, but it's to recognize that no matter how much all these sides get scrambled up, no matter how much confusion you'll experience trying to align these pieces, you'll know your way back. We can trust that Jesus shows us the path back to alignment. He is the embodiment of the cube. He knows the cube inside and out. He knows which way to turn it. He knows from where you're at. He can help you find you those centers. As long as we keep that focus, we're going to get this cube back into alignment. Guys, if something I said resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you made it to the end of this video, I have to tell you, you mean more to me than you know. And I am so thankful that you took the time and listened to what I have to say. You are truly blessed beyond your wildest imagination. And your best life is waiting to be lived right in front of you. May you experience heaven on this earth. May you walk with Jesus. May he hold your hand and lead you back. I love you. Hope you have the best day. And thank everybody so much. Come follow us on Facebook. Leave a comment. And let me know what you guys think. Till next time.